imagine. It's between wild horses and cattle, and it already has some ranchers on edge. Aaron McLaughlin has more.
Across America's vast Wild West, a battle is brewing between wild horses and cattle.
Who's winning?
Horses are winning.
It's a crisis beyond crisis.
Cattle ranchers like Anna Fellini and her husband Ty argue in places like Nevada, there are too many wild horses consuming the desert's precious resources.
The horse can actually bite down, pull the grass from the roots, and kill that grass.
How long has this land been like this?
30 years. It could take hundreds of years for land without human intervention to recover from just a couple decades of horse use.
But wild horse advocates like Marissa Mendoza argue the Mustangs should be free and untouched.
The wild Mustang is the symbol of America. Thousands and thousands of acres that they were able to freely roam for centuries is now being blocked off.
According to federal law, ranchers like the Fellinis can't touch the horses. Instead, the Bureau of Land Management is tasked with their oversight. With more than 80,000 on the range, Holly Waddell, the BLM Horse Program Division Chief, says there are 3 times as many horses in burrows as there should be.
The overpopulation that's in our public lands, that is a crisis. That's headed towards ecological disaster.
Every year, the BLM rounds up thousands of horses and puts them in federal corrals, costing the U.S. taxpayer more than $80 million a year. And so in 2019, the Bureau started paying people to adopt up to 4 wild horses each, giving them $1,000 per horse. In exchange, adopters agree to at least 1 at-home wellness check. Waddell says as a result, adoptions increased to record levels. But a 2021 New York Times investigation revealed some adopters were pocketing the money. And as soon as they could, 12 months later, selling the horses at auctions frequented by slaughterhouse brokers.
You're sending droves of these federally protected animals who helped build this country.
I'm on the side of the wild
And
horses.
yet, 2 years later, an NBC News investigation found federally branded horses are still being offered up for sale to slaughter brokers. Following a public records request, we found multiple instances of horses adopted through the BLM program, apparently for sale in self-described kill pens.
When they apply for private ownership and it's granted to them, the animal then does become private property. It is no longer protected by the Wild Free Roaming Horses and Burros Act.
Back on the range, the battle between Mustangs and cattle continues.
We probably eat too much meat
with no
anyway.
obvious way to rein in
Just leave the horses
America's
alone.
wild horses. Aaron McLaughlin, NBC News, Tonopah, Nevada.
When we come back,